Ooh, new kit with the Tommy along the top is so much nicer than having it around the collar.
The first part of the show is a bit of an interview with you guys.
Could you try?
It's like we're watching The Office right now. This is actually sick. All right, 2023 Mercedes Formula One car launch. They've jumped straight into it today, but I'm excited. What do I expect from the launch? I mean, look, they're doing a pretty cool job of giving you that fan feel rather than being super corporate, which I like. In terms of the livery, I personally hope that it's not black. I've said this before. The black livery was so special because it was 1 year. It was one season. It should have been 1 year, one season. Then they brought it back for 2021, and I was a bit disappointed. And then they brought it back, and it kind of wasn't as special. Then it went away for a year, and it felt special again. So I really hope they don't bring it back. They need to stay as the silver arrows, but they've been teasing. They've been teasing a lot of black on social media. I won't be disappointed if it's black because I like the black livery. But man, the new kit is so fire with the Tommy on the shoulders. I like it a lot. I don't know why Mercedes don't do what Ferrari do and mix silver with black. Why do they just do silver liveries and just black liveries? Like, just mix it together. That'd be so fucking hot. Yo, I get a lot of green vibes right now. I completely fucking forgot Mick's a reserve driver now. Let Toto cook, all right? Are they going to be back on top? I'm actually so excited to see. Is it going to be a zero side pod approach again? They're going to continue to build on that, or are they going to go change the car and do more of a Ferrari or Red Bull philosophy? Holy! I really like this merch. I don't know. How do you guys feel about the Mick reserve driver? I do feel like he deserves to be a reserve driver considering he's had that 2-year experience in Formula 1 now. But I was kind of surprised that Mercedes picked him up. It did feel kind of like they were picking him up because of his name more than his performances. Like, Mercedes don't tend to just out of nowhere pick someone up for the sake of it. So I don't know. I can't see Mick having a future at Mercedes. It would be very un-Mercedes-like. What's it gonna be? I won't mind black, but please don't. Oh, it looks black. Oh, it's black. Okay. The leak was true. There was leaks going around on Twitter early, but I didn't have I just had a quick glimpse. Okay, they've gone back to black. I don't know why they did that, but let me rate it just on the livery itself. That is super plain. I do not like that, to be honest. I mean, it's nice, but when you look at the 2020 and 2021 black livery, this is a bit of a step back. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, really. The green on the rear wing's quite nice. Maybe I need to see it not in the light, but it's a super plain livery. There's so much empty space. There's no number on the front of the car. Maybe that's why it's a bit plain. Oh, wait. I didn't look at the side pod. Is that the same approach as last year? It is, right? So there's no side pod approach. Okay, it doesn't look too bad in that light, but it's super plain, man. And the Petronas teal isn't what it used to be either. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably my least favorite black Mercedes livery. And once again, the black livery isn't as special now because it's going to be running for a 3rd year. Dude, every fucking team is black or dark colors. We're not going to tell the difference between the teams on the grid. It's literally not even black. It's all carbon fiber. No, they've literally gone, fuck, we're too heavy. We need to strip the paint back. Rather than doing a silver livery with a lot of carbon, let's just go back to black. He literally just said it himself. We were overweight, so we thought, let's go back to black. This is so dumb. They need to regulate this. Every fucking team, apart from Williams and Red Bull, have no fucking paint on their cars. But yeah, it's not bad. It's just super plain. I don't know why they didn't do more with the Mercedes logo on the back here. Yeah, it's literally just a black car with sponsors. Dude, that looks nice though. Lower angle looks nice. I'm actually curious. I think this is gonna be a very like spread poll. I'm seeing some people love it. Some people like me think it's a bit boring. The renders look better, but again, the renders isn't the actual car. The light is manipulated to make it look better. It's funny. I had it leaked for me on Twitter before the stream. I saw like a quick glimpse of it being black, and I was like, that's plain, but it's probably just the leak. It's actually just plain. I'm sorry, but I'm disappointed. The thing that disappoints me is that the 2020 and 2021 liveries were so good looking, and they had a meaning behind it for Black Lives Matter, and they were just so special. Everyone thinks of Lewis's 7th title as the black car. Them bringing it back just kind of ruins the specialty of 2020 and 2021's livery. And then when you make it look ugly, and I don't know what they're doing with the teal on this car either. This is what the car looks like in real life. Why would I look at the render and be like, oh my god, it's amazing? The only reason you look at the renders is to kind of like look at the different angles. The blackness brings back the villain car. That is true though. It is giving me very like villain vibes. It's just so plain there and there. There's just no design to it, man. People are either gonna love it or hate it, I think. I'm trying to think of another livery that's been like that recently. Racing Points, maybe like some people love the pink and the design. It's super nice, and some people are just like, that's fucking vomit on a car. I will respect Toto for admitting like we were overweight, so we were like, fuck it, let's go back to black. That angle's nice, but the green lights on the car is giving me like false hope of it looking good. When I think of Mercedes, I think of silver. They're the fucking silver arrows. For 125 years they've been, known known as that. And having a black livery, it just doesn't feel like Mercedes to me. And now, especially with so many dark black cars on the grid, you're just blending in. Ferrari this year is going to be one of the only standout cars on the grid. You know what I mean? That's so good for their branding, being able to stand out at all times on track. Even at Alpine tomorrow, when they reveal their car, most likely going to be pink and light blue. It's just going to stand out amongst all the dark cars. I think it doesn't help that the Mercedes car is so fucking ugly looking with no side pod that it's, you know, I feel like no matter what you do with the livery, it can't look good compared to the Ferrari where like that car is just sexy looking. The Red Bull is sexy looking. Lights on, you can't see the car. Mick's looking fresh with the merch. The merch combined with the black livery, they look like they're on demon mode. They're on revenge mode this year. Okay, well that's the event done. Pretty standard event, nothing too crazy, but it wasn't bad, you know, very high level production, which was good. I think nothing's going to live up to the Ferrari launch. Let's have a look at these renders you guys are gassing up. I mean, I'm not going to lie, first look at this, it's still pretty plain to me. I do like the yellow on the wheel cover. I like the front wing. The carbon on the front wing is nice, but yeah, it's still just so empty. Like, fill this up with some sponsors. That's nice. I like that angle. I don't know why they've mixed carbon with black paint. I feel like at that point, just make the whole fucking car carbon. The Mercedes is so notorious for having their logo planted on the back or the AMG sticker board, but you can barely see it this year. Don't know how I feel about the green George Russell though. Like, I'm assuming his helmet's going to be green then. Like, it's very similar to Lewis's yellow, and it doesn't suit the car. You know what I mean? Like, it would make more sense if one of them was red for Ineos and one of them was teal for Petronas. Why does the teal stop there? Is there a part blocking it? That's so fucking weird. Just run the teal all the way to the end. And I really don't like how the carbon fiber just is cut in the middle of the car. That's my favorite angle of the car. If you show me just this angle of the car, very nice. Dude, it's growing on me and I don't like it. It's so beautiful. Either all the good comments have been pushed to the top or everyone literally loves it. Everybody has their targets on the back section. I don't know how you can say the black 2021 and 2020 livery is an S and then say this one's S. You know what I mean? Like saying this is an S tier top 10 out of 10 livery. Like you can't put them in the same tier in my opinion. They're like completely different cars. Interesting vents. Is this new? Oh, vents on top. That's interesting. This was the leak that Mercedes, I don't know how it got out. Oh yeah, from Petronas' Motorsport YouTube channel. So I saw this leak and the first thing I thought was this is so plain, and it got shown and it, you know, I still kind of feel the same. It is quite plain. We know what Mercedes are like though with posting some whack renders that aren't anything like the car, but let's assume this is their car. This thing had a very round like engine cover, whereas this one's a bit more sharper. The fin's way more sharper. They've still got the no side pod approach, but it feels a bit more curvy, you know? The W14's got some hips to it. Very big difference on the rear wing. That's like cut in, that's like pushed out. Floor is very different. Nah, either Merck's pulled an Aston Martin and completely changed the design of their car, except Merck's kept the same philosophy, or these are like some troll renders like last year where they're not showing the full thing. The front wing's different as well. Like these little bits are at the back. Pretty mad, to be honest, how much it's changed if this is the actual car. The vents are different as well. This is why Formula 1 needs to regulate it so every team actually shows their car, because I don't know if this is they're going to be their actual car or not. When actually comparing them, I'm leaning more towards the black. What the fuck? That's the worst comparison I've ever seen in my fucking life. Wait, why do people do this? Why do people always use the renders from last season's car launch to do the comparison? This car isn't real. This car never existed. And if it did exist, it would be completely different at the end of 2022. What? No. Again, the render. Oh my God, the renders last year were so fucked. By far the best black livery from Mercedes. Dude, am I just a hater, I guess. I'm like the only person right now that just apparently does not like the black livery in comparison to the other years. Everyone gassed up Mercedes being black, and then every team was like, oh, I want to be dark as well. And now this is what we've got. Now we've got fucking 8 teams with dark colors. This is what you guys wanted. Whoever leaked the car of the shots that you suck, seriously. Yeah, true. That really spoiled it. Like, why? Why are you gonna do that, man? Why are you gonna do that? I still like this, but I'm being critical. If I sit here and I go, oh my God, black is back, woo! When it's uglier than the other 2 black liveries, that's just me faking my opinion. My opinion is it's uglier than the last 2 black liveries. Doesn't mean that I think it's bad. If you're gonna bring something back, it better be fucking better. Zero pods theoretically have more potential. Yeah, that's what like pretty much all the big dogs are saying. Who was it? Who said it? Who said I'm an idiot? It is fucking carbon fiber. It doesn't actually look too bad. You can't really notice it as much. But up close, it's like, like, ooh, ooh. It's just this like fucking straight line. Oh yeah, that isn't Nikki. No, it is Nikki Lauda's star. Who said that's not Nikki Lauda's star? It is. I'm never trusting chat ever again. Well, I'm confused. Were they allowed? If it holds the front wing together, it's fine. If it diverts the airflow, it's not fine. Okay, okay. 108 votes and it's tied on S&A. Anyways, 2023 Mercedes car launch done. I felt like the event was pretty similar last year. Kind of had that corporate feel, but it was nice. It was well presented, good production. Livery wise, I'm obviously personally disappointed they went back to black. Even though I do think it looks good, I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10 maybe. Even though I give it a 7 out of 10, I'll give it like an A-. I like it, but I think it could be better. The carbon fiber, I'm just not really vibing with. Yeah, the fact that it's not as good as the other black liveries in my opinion. I think we're running into that thing that we had last year where like all the liveries look good. We're just going to end up having, we're going to have so many liveries in S, A, and B.